You already know that vegetables are great for diabetes, but what if I told you that some are like natural medicine for blood sugar control? Packed with fiber, antioxidants, and powerful nutrients, these four vegetables can help keep glucose levels stable, improve insulin function, and even protect your heart and kidneys. But here's the catch. It's not just about eating them, it's about choosing the right ones and preparing them the right way. Get this right, and these veggies could be a game changer for your diabetes management. Let's dive into the top four best vegetables for diabetes and how to make them work for you. First on list, broccoli. Some people love it, some people hate it, but if you're managing diabetes, this might just be one of the best vegetables you can eat. And no, I'm not just saying that because it's green and healthy. Broccoli is packed with nutrients that actually help control blood sugar, improve insulin function, and protect your body from diabetes-related complications. But here's the real question. Are you eating it the right way? Because believe it or not, the way you prepare broccoli can either boost its benefits or destroy them completely. Let's break it all down. First off, what makes broccoli so good for diabetics? The answer is simple. It's incredibly low in carbs, high in fiber, and loaded with antioxidants. Unlike starchy vegetables that can spike blood sugar, broccoli has a glycemic index close to zero, meaning it won't cause sudden glucose spikes. And that's a big deal because keeping blood sugar stable is the key to avoiding insulin resistance and long-term complications. But here's where broccoli gets even more interesting. It contains a powerful compound called sulforaphane, which has been shown to reduce blood sugar levels and improve insulin sensitivity. Basically, it helps your body use insulin more efficiently, which is exactly what diabetics need. On top of that, sulforaphane also helps protect your heart, liver, and kidneys, three areas that are often affected by high blood sugar. And let's not forget fiber. Just 1 cup of cooked broccoli has about 5 grams of fiber, which helps slow down digestion and prevents sugar from rushing into your bloodstream too quickly. Plus, fiber keeps you full longer, which can help with weight management, another major factor in diabetes control. Now let's talk about how to eat broccoli the right way. A lot of people make the mistake of boiling it until it's mushy, and that's a big problem. Overcooking destroys the sulforaphane and strips away many of its vitamins. The best way to prepare broccoli? Light steaming or stir-frying it in olive oil. This helps retain all those powerful nutrients while adding a little flavor. And if you really want to get the most out of it, try eating it raw or slightly steamed. That's when the sulforaphane is at its strongest. But what about portion sizes? Even though broccoli is super healthy, portion control still matters. The ideal serving size for diabetics is about 1 cup of cooked broccoli, which is roughly 5 to 6 ounces. That's enough to give you the benefits without overloading on fiber, which can sometimes cause bloating if you eat too much at once. Now here's one thing to be careful about. Processed broccoli products. Broccoli in its natural form is great, but once it's turned into things like broccoli chips, creamy broccoli soups, or frozen meals with added sauces, the health benefits go right out the window. These processed versions often contain added sugars, unhealthy fats, and preservatives that can spike blood sugar and cause inflammation. So if you're buying frozen broccoli, always check the label and go for the plain, unsalted version. So should diabetics eat more broccoli? Absolutely. It helps lower blood sugar, improve insulin function, protect the heart, and even support digestion. The real question is, how do you like to eat your broccoli? Do you prefer it steamed, stir-fried, or raw in a salad? Let me know in the comments. Second on list, leafy greens. If you're managing diabetes, there's one food group you should never ignore: leafy greens. These are some of the best foods you can eat, but surprisingly, many diabetics don't eat enough of them. Maybe you think they're boring, or maybe you just don't know how powerful they really are. Well, by the end of this video, you're going to see why leafy greens might just be the ultimate diabetes-friendly food. Let's start with the best part. Leafy greens are one of the few foods that have almost no impact on blood sugar. Their glycemic index is close to zero, which means you can eat them freely without worrying about spikes. And here's why that matters. When you eat foods that spike your blood sugar, your body has to release more insulin to bring it down. Over time, this can lead to insulin resistance, weight gain, and even higher blood sugar levels. But with leafy greens, that's not a problem. Another reason leafy greens are great for diabetes: fiber. Fiber slows down digestion, helps control blood sugar levels, and keeps you feeling full longer. And guess what? Most people don't get enough fiber. But eating just 1 cup of spinach, kale, or other greens can give your body a serious fiber boost without adding extra carbs. And then there's the nutrient power of leafy greens. They're packed with magnesium, which helps improve insulin sensitivity. They have potassium, which supports heart health. Super important for diabetics since heart disease is a major risk. And let's not forget lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants that protect your eyes from diabetic complications. But here's something a lot of people don't realize. Not all leafy greens are the same. Some of them are packed with nutrients, while others may have hidden dangers if you eat too much. For example, kale, spinach, and collard greens are some of the best choices for diabetics because they have the most nutrients with the least amount of carbs. But on the other hand, iceberg lettuce, not so much. It's mostly water with very little fiber or nutrients. That's why if you're eating a salad, it's better to go for darker greens like arugula or romaine instead of just plain iceberg lettuce. Now let's talk about preparation. A lot of people ruin the health benefits of leafy greens by how they cook them. The worst mistake? Overcooking. When you boil greens for too long, they lose a lot of their vitamins. Instead, try light steaming, sautéing in olive oil, or eating them raw. And be careful with store-bought salad dressings. Many of them have hidden sugars and unhealthy fats that cancel out the benefits. If you want to keep it diabetes-friendly, go for homemade dressings with olive oil, lemon, or vinegar. And what about portion sizes? The good news is you can eat a lot of leafy greens without worrying about blood sugar spikes. A good portion size is around 1 to 2 cups of raw greens or half a cup if they're cooked. That gives you enough fiber and nutrients without adding unnecessary carbs. Now here's something interesting. Some studies suggest that eating leafy greens daily can lower the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. That's because of their high antioxidant content, which helps reduce inflammation, a key factor in insulin resistance. So should diabetics eat more leafy greens? Absolutely. They help stabilize blood sugar, support heart health, protect the eyes, and even improve digestion. The real question is, how do you like to eat your greens? Do you prefer them in salads, smoothies, or cooked? Let me know in the comments. Third on list, sweet potato. Now that's a food that gets a lot of mixed opinions when it comes to diabetes. Some people say it's packed with nutrients and better than regular potatoes, while others warn that it's still a carb-heavy vegetable that can spike blood sugar. So, what's the truth? Should diabetics eat sweet potatoes or avoid them completely? Let's break it all down in a way that makes sense. First off, sweet potatoes are naturally sweet, and that alone makes many diabetics skeptical. But here's something interesting. Not all carbs are created equal. The key is understanding how sweet potatoes affect blood sugar compared to regular white potatoes. Unlike their starchy cousin, sweet potatoes have more fiber and a lower glycemic index, which means they don't cause blood sugar to spike as fast. But here's where it gets tricky. Not all sweet potatoes are the same. The way you cook them, the portion size, and even the variety you choose can make a huge difference. Let's talk glycemic index. If you boil a sweet potato, it has a much lower GI, around 44 to 50. That means it releases sugar into your bloodstream slowly, keeping your levels stable. But if you bake, roast, or fry it, the glycemic index jumps up to 80 or more, making it almost as bad as a regular potato for blood sugar control. So yes, a simple cooking method change can turn a diabetes-friendly food into a blood sugar disaster. But that's not all. Sweet potatoes are rich in fiber, especially if you eat the skin. Fiber slows down digestion, which helps prevent spikes in glucose. They're also loaded with beta-carotene, an antioxidant that supports eye health, a big deal for diabetics who need to protect their vision. Plus, they have nutrients like magnesium and potassium, which help keep blood pressure in check and support heart health. Now, portion control. Even though sweet potatoes are packed with benefits, eating too much of them at once can still raise blood sugar. A good serving size for diabetics? Stick to about half a cup of cooked sweet potato, which is roughly 3.5 ounces, 100 grams. That's enough to get the benefits without overloading on carbs. One big mistake people make is eating sweet potatoes in processed forms. Things like sweet potato fries, chips, or casseroles loaded with sugar. These are not diabetes-friendly. When manufacturers process sweet potatoes, they often strip away fiber, add unhealthy fats, and sneak in extra sugars, turning a healthy vegetable into a blood sugar nightmare. If you're buying them prepackaged, always check the label for added sugars, preservatives, and unhealthy oils. So, how should diabetics eat sweet potatoes? Boil them and eat them with the skin on for the lowest impact on blood sugar. You can mash them, dice them into salads, or mix them with other high-fiber veggies to slow down digestion even more. A sprinkle of cinnamon can help too. It's been shown to support blood sugar control. Now, I'm curious, have you ever noticed a difference in your blood sugar after eating sweet potatoes? Do they work for you, or do they cause spikes? Let me know in the comments. Fourth on list, Brussels sprouts. People either love them or hate them. But if you have diabetes, these tiny green powerhouses might just be one of the best vegetables you can add to your diet. And no, they're not just little cabbages on a plate. They're actually packed with fiber, antioxidants, and special compounds that can help stabilize blood sugar, improve insulin function, and even protect your heart. But here's the catch. How you cook them makes all the difference. Cook them the right way, and they can be an amazing addition to your diet. Cook them the wrong way, and you could be adding extra sugars and unhealthy fats that work against you. Let's break it all down. First off, let's talk about why Brussels sprouts are a great choice for diabetics. They're low in carbs, high in fiber, and have an incredibly low glycemic index. This means they don't cause sudden spikes in blood sugar like starchy vegetables do. A full cup of cooked Brussels sprouts has only about 8 grams of carbs, and nearly half of that is fiber. That's exactly what you need to slow down digestion, prevent sugar spikes, and keep your blood sugar steady for hours. But here's where Brussels sprouts really shine. They contain a compound called alpha-lipoic acid, which has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity and help the body process glucose more efficiently. That means that eating Brussels sprouts regularly might actually help lower blood sugar levels over time. Plus, they're loaded with vitamin K, vitamin C, and antioxidants that protect your cells from damage, which is super important because high blood sugar can increase oxidative stress in the body. And it's not just about blood sugar. Brussels sprouts are also great for heart health. They help reduce inflammation, lower cholesterol, and support healthy blood pressure levels. And since diabetics have a higher risk of heart disease, adding heart protective foods like Brussels sprouts to your meals is a simple way to take care of both your blood sugar and your heart at the same time. Now let's talk about how to eat them the right way. One big mistake people make is boiling Brussels sprouts until they're mushy and flavorless. Not only does that make them less enjoyable to eat, but it also reduces some of their nutrients. The best way to prepare them? Roast them, sauté them, or steam them lightly. Roasting them in the oven with a little bit of olive oil and garlic brings out their natural sweetness without adding extra sugars. And if you really want to maximize their health benefits, try eating them with a squeeze of lemon juice or a sprinkle of balsamic vinegar, both of which help with digestion and add extra flavor. But what about portion sizes? Even though Brussels sprouts are incredibly healthy, eating too much fiber at once can sometimes cause bloating or gas. A good serving size for diabetics is about 1 cup of cooked Brussels sprouts, which is roughly 5 to 6 ounces. That gives you all the benefits without overloading your digestive system. Now here's something you need to watch out for. Brussels sprouts in processed or prepackaged meals. Some frozen meals, canned Brussels sprouts, or restaurant-prepared versions can be loaded with hidden sugars, unhealthy fats, or creamy sauces that take away the health benefits. Always check labels if you're buying them frozen, and if you're ordering them at a restaurant, ask how they're prepared. The last thing you want is for a healthy vegetable to turn into a blood sugar bomb because of added ingredients. So, should diabetics eat more Brussels sprouts? Absolutely. They help stabilize blood sugar, improve insulin function, protect the heart, and even support digestion. The real question is, how do you like to eat your Brussels sprouts? Do you roast them, sauté them, or eat them raw in a salad? Let me know in the comments, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more diabetes-friendly tips. Stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.